Listen, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth. I want to talk about patience. Now, this is key. Always remember, good things come to those who wait. And I'm going to say this again, good things come to those who wait. You guys have to understand, a lot of you guys are on your grind. And when you're on your grind, I am here to tell you, you have to ignore all distractions. Any man can make it. In the age of social media, I believe any man can make it. I don't care about your height. I don't care what you've been through. I'm happy that you made it, but when it's all said and done, the reality is people are not going to care once you make it to the top of the mountain. You could put it in a book, people could read it, but when it's all said and done, when you stand at the top of the mountain, triple salute, but people going to see you at the top of the mountain. I'm telling you how life is as opposed to what you want it to be. See, they want us to be celebrities and they want us to have a struggle story. I'm here to tell you, man, when it's all said and done, once you make it to the top of the mountain, that's all people going to see and that's all they're going to care about. The fact that you're at the top of the mountain. So when it's all said and done, you cannot afford any mistakes on the way up. You can't afford mistakes. You have to focus. You have to lock in. You have to stay in the zone. It doesn't matter who's partying. It doesn't matter who's clubbing. It doesn't matter who's buying what. It doesn't matter who's popping what. When it's all said and done, you cannot afford mistakes. That's the mindset you have to have. Once you have the mindset, I cannot afford any mistakes, you will never date. And I'm gonna say this again, once you have the mindset that you cannot afford mistakes, you will naturally, and when I mean naturally, you will naturally don't want to date. And I'm gonna tell you why, because when it's all said and done, if you dating, things are going good, and when it's all said and done, you're probably about to move to the Dominican Republic, you're probably gonna move to Switzerland, you're probably gonna set up shop overseas, and then all of a sudden you get a phone call or a text message, I'm pregnant. When it's all said and done, that's the realest message you could get. Listen, nobody's holier than thou. I received that message at 19, and I also received that message at, I will say, 22. Matter of fact, I also received that message again. So I'm thankful that I received that message 3 times, and when it's all said and done, it didn't happen. But listen, there's a phrase that goes, quit while you're ahead. And I'm gonna say this again, a lot of guys, you out here and you dating, and you're gonna have some older guys out there give you bad advice. They're gonna tell you it's all about the pull-up game, but when it's all said and done, a lot of guys that talk about the pull-out game, once the baby fall from the sky, trust and believe, I'm not being funny, but they're gonna pull out of the baby life. And I'm gonna say this again, you gonna have older OGs out there, trust me, city to city, they're going to tell you, man, don't worry, just focus on your pull-out game. Those same people pulled out on a family, they pulled out on the mother of their child, and they pulled out on their kids. So do not listen to anybody give you any advice about the pull-out game. When it's all said and done, people that play the pull-out game, they going to pull out when things get real. When it's all said and done, you don't have a rush. Take your time. Trust and believe. Mindset, build the dreams. If you build it, they will come. And I'm gonna say this again, if you build it, they will come. You have to believe, trust the process. Once you trust the process, listen, plant the seed. Once you plant the seed, you cannot determine the weather. You cannot determine any unseen conditions. When it's all said and done, plant the seed and smile. Thank God, because listen, it takes faith to plant the seed. A lot of you guys, you have Gmails, you have Wi-Fi, you have a YouTube account, you already planted the seed. People don't realize, and this is why I love making videos. I am here to help. If you have a YouTube Gmail, and if you have Wi-Fi, You have potential to earn. A lot of people will talk down on people with 0 subscribers. I don't talk down on people with 0 subscribers. I just look at the profile and notice they have 0 subscribers and they've been on YouTube for 12 years. And I'm like, wow, that's mind blowing. But other than that, let me tell you guys something. If you have a Gmail, if you have Wi-Fi, at the end of the day, you now have permission to fly. You now have permission to take off. We live in the best time to be alive. When I tell you guys, what a time to be alive, I really mean what a time to be alive. And a lot of people are not talking about why it's a great time to be alive, because these people don't have YouTube pages. They're not on Twitch. They're not on Kick. They're not creating content. What they're running around doing is creating conflict. And I'm going to say this again. They're creating conflict over content. No, it's content over conflict. We now have the opportunities to, work remote. That's a beautiful thing. You could work remote. You could work by the beach. You could work in Sydney, Australia. You could work in New Zealand. You could work literally in any part of the world. You guys have to understand, all you have to do is map it out and trap it out. Success is not hard. It's easy. Being established is not hard. It's easy. You just have to figure out, what do you need for your family? My definition of established is not the same definition as somebody that's a billionaire. At the end of the day, a billionaire, his established is going to be 31.2 billion. At the end of the day, me being established is going to be literally under 20 million. So at the end of the day, when I say be established, I'm talking about map it out, trap it out, count the costs, count the hospital bill, count the emergency room costs, count what it's going to take, what it's going to cost to build on the land, what it's going to take for the lights, what it's going to take to raise 3 kids, 6 kids, 10 kids. If you've never met a person that's raised 10 kids before, man, they got a guy on TikTok. He literally has 12 kids. You could reach out to him, 555-555-5555. He will tell you how much it costs to have 12 kids. At the end of the day, some people got 12 kids. Information is out there. That's the beauty of the internet. Information is everywhere. All you have to do is Google. Go to ChatGPT. They will tell you, ChatGPT, how much do I need to make 10 kids? ChatGPT going to tell you, it depends where you live. But if you're in a third world country, ChatGPT might say you only need 1 million. At the end of the day, if you only need 1 million to live in Colombia, if you only need 1 million to live in the DR, at the end of the day, ChatGPT just helped you. We have outlets. We now have resources. First, it was just Google. Now we have ChatGPT. At the end of the day, listen, it is so easy to map it out and trap it out. The real reason a lot of guys are not where they want to be in life is because they gave up. They're not going to tell you the truth. They gave up. They checked out of society years ago. They checked out of society months ago. They checked out of society days ago. They gave up. And at the end of the day, they're just running around, causing trouble, causing conflicts, arguing with people, debating with people. When it's all said and done, I don't have time to debate. I have to set the record straight. And I'm going to say this again. I don't have time to debate. I got to set the record straight. Take your time. Good things come to those who wait. And I say this with confidence. Good things come to those who wait. Wait. Stay out of a woman's face until you have your own place. And when it's all said and done, treat yourself good. Like, I lived in a penthouse before my future wife came. I lived in a penthouse before my future kids. Listen, go to the top floor by yourself. Buy some candles, light a mood by yourself, relax by yourself, floor to ceiling windows by yourself, enjoy by yourself, travel by yourself, go to a 5-star restaurant by yourself, get yourself right and have a top shelf night. And I'm gonna say this again, get yourself right and have a top shelf night. Take yourself to Poppy Steaks, take yourself to Nobu, treat yourself good. Listen, if you can't treat yourself good, how you going to treat a woman good? One thing I can say is, before I enter a relationship, I have treated myself and spoiled myself to the fullest. And with that being said, listen, to all you guys out there, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And then when you literally love yourself, care for yourself, then you can care for others. But you got to care for you first. A lot of you guys, you're not caring for yourself. You're not taking care of yourself. You're trying to take care of others, but you haven't truly taken care of you. No, it doesn't work like that. Take care of yourself first, maintain yourself, and then you can maintain a woman, then you can maintain kids, then you can maintain a family. Trust me, life gets better. Let it breathe.